Hi, if you are new here, my name is Savannah, and I want to dive into self sabotage, why we do it, how to fix it, um, and really just like help you get a better understanding of what's going on when self sabotage comes into play. For a little bit of context, I mentor women with helping them heal their internal wounds and helping them rewrite subconscious beliefs so that they can step into who they are meant to be so that they can be aligned mind, body, and soul again and really just live out a fulfilled life full of confidence and doing what they are meant to be doing here on earth. So that is what I do now. I have a background in health and fitness coaching and a lot of other things, but I really started out doing that, and that's what got me started in the work that I do now, which is again mentorship. I host in person events. I have a clothing brand that also represents the mission of what I do called Love Your Body Now. So that is like just me very quickly. But I really want to dive into self sabotage and explain why it's happening because when I was doing health and fitness coaching, this came up a lot. And it also showed up in my own life a lot. It still does in some ways, but I only had like a sliver of an understanding why we self sabotage and what a lot of people would say as I was working with clients is a lot of people would be like, I just lack the motivation, or they're like, I just need someone to motivate me, or whatever. Like, I feel like a lot of people blame lack of motivation as a reason to why they don't achieve things and stick to the things that they say they're going to stick to. And I know also a lot of some coaches will be like, you just need discipline, which I agree, like discipline plays a role in a lot of it, but there's a lot more that's going on a subconscious level that we don't really talk about. And I think a lot of coaches are just like, not all coaches, but I've seen some coaches where they just are like, you just don't have discipline. Like, you need to have discipline. And yes, we do. But with self sabotage, there is something that goes on a subconscious level and on a like a chemical level in our body that is happening when we are self sabotaging. So, what happens when we sabotage, or why it happens, is essentially we consciously decide that we want to be a new person. We want to achieve a new goal or like do new things that we haven't done before, right? We are deciding on a conscious level that we are going to lose weight or we are going to prioritize our fitness again. And sorry if you can hear my dogs, they're playing in the background. Um, but what a lot of us don't understand is we all have subconscious programming within us that we are not always aware of, like what these subconscious beliefs are. And our subconscious beliefs run 95% of our life. We, a lot of us live our life like on autopilot, and we don't really think much about our decisions, about our behaviors, about our habits because it has become so autopilot for us. And that is driven by our subconscious beliefs. And I talk about this like feedback loop that goes on with our subconscious belief. And I get really in depth with it in my teachings, but just to shortly summarize, essentially our subconscious beliefs are driving our brain to find proof. That is what it does. It's like it needs to find proof that the subconscious belief is true, regardless of if it is actually true. And so, what it'll do is in our physical world, our thoughts will go and find the truth and then give that feedback back that it is true. So, um, the easiest way, if we were staying on like this fitness I example, is like for me, I really struggled with liking who I saw in the mirror for a very long time. I used my weight as a reason to like pick apart myself and like made myself feel like I needed to lose weight all the time. That was a struggle I had. And but that wasn't the subconscious belief. The subconscious belief was like, I am not worthy. I am not lovable as who I am to some degree. And so my brain would go and find proof in my physical world. And one of the ways it would do that was through what I saw in the mirror. It was through my weight. And so the thought would be like, oh, you're not worthy because you are not small enough. And that was its way of finding proof. And then what would happen from my body, within my body, is like a chemical reaction, emotional reaction would happen. I would feel like crap. I would feel like this self-loathing, and then it would complete the loop. So it was like subconscious belief, here it is, like okay, go to work, go to find truth in that in your physical world. Oh, we found proof she's not enough because she doesn't weigh X amount. And then I would feel it in my body, and it would create like this baseline within my body, within my nervous system, which would complete the loop. Okay. So that is essentially what is happening with our subconscious beliefs, and it is connected with our body. Like it's all connected. And when we've allowed these feedback loops to go over and over and over again, right? I mean, some of us, we've allowed it to happen for years. Then we consciously decide that we are going to do something different. But look at all the feedback loops that we've gone through multiple times in our life. Like day to day, we're doing this over and over and over again. And then we make a conscious decision that actually I don't want to I don't want to um be that person anymore. Like, right? I'm going to make a change. I'm going to do new habits or whatever. And essentially what will happen is an identity crisis within us will happen, because the conscious decisions and habits that we are trying to make that don't align or don't match these subconscious beliefs that we already have, because maybe you're consciously trying to better yourself at the gym. You're consciously like, I want to take care of my health. Like, I want to feel better. I don't want to feel like I don't like myself anymore. That does not prove the belief, the subconscious belief. That does not prove to the brain that it is true. It is out of alignment. Because over here, we're trying to not feel this way about ourselves, but our subconscious belief is like, but this is who you are. That is essentially what it is. It's saying this is who you are, and now you're trying to do something that doesn't align with it. So it will do everything, your brain will do everything in its power to sabotage what's going on over here. And this can come up in so many ways. Like, it can be so sneaky that we don't even realize it. Like, it will create, like, our brain will create a problem that maybe has nothing to do with going to the gym and eating healthy, but it will create a problem that we are like, oh shoot, like I need to prioritize everything over here now, and this has to like go on the back burner because this problem has arisen over here, and I need to prioritize everything to fix that problem. There we go. Self-sabotage. That is just like one example, but it can show up in so many other ways. And that was something that like I kind of understood as a coach, but like at the same time, it's you can't just like get a get a client and be like, "Look, like this is what's going on." You need to like completely deconstruct your entire belief system if you want to make a change, right? Well, that's how I realized that, like, okay, like I'm not meant to, yeah, like maybe I'll do some fitness coaching here and there or health coaching or whatever because I love fitness, but like that's not what I'm meant to be doing. I'm meant to be helping people with this subconscious programming so that they can unlock the version of themselves that they are trying to unlock and become, and that they know they're meant to be. Because when we unlock this version of ourselves, we can fully step into our purpose. And ultimately, I had to do that. When I was doing health and fitness coaching, like, yes, on the I was kind of on the right path of what I was supposed to be doing, but I also had a lot of internal work that I needed to go through and I needed to experience. And essentially, I've gone through and done a lot of that work and subconscious reprogramming and really like fully gone through what it means to rewrite your subconscious beliefs, but also have your body complete that process as well. Because just like we do the feedback loops with our subconscious beliefs in a negative way, we can reverse it and do it in a positive way so that it is like serving us, so that it is aligned with the direction that we're trying to go. And after I've gone through that multiple times, it's like, okay, it makes sense. I understand it. Like, this is literally a formula that if we all do it and focus on it, we can unlock anything in our life. We can unlock any version of ourselves that we want. And in the process, we also go through healing inner wounds and blocks that are keeping us disconnected and keeping us out of alignment from having those breakthroughs to the person that we're trying to unlock. So that is what I do now, where I help mentor women through that process. And I've actually created a podcast series, and it's just 5 episodes, but really diving into very deeply what we just discussed, but like in a more in-depth level, and actually giving you homework. I don't like to say homework, but like basically giving you um tools that you can start doing today to like make this change and do this work, and really getting intentional of what does this look like what steps do I take so that I can unlock this version of myself, so that I can rewrite my subconscious beliefs and make sure that my nervous system and my body is aligned with these new beliefs, so that there's no longer like this identity crisis within me every time I go to make a change in my life, regardless of if it's about fitness. We see this everywhere. It's like attracting more money, getting your dream job, um, relationships that you want in your life. It is literally every aspect of your life. When you use this formula, that is how you can unlock anything in your life, literally manifest everything you want in your life, because the life that you have right now, you've manifested it, whether you are aware of it or not. And maybe I can expand on that even more, but everything in your life, you've manifested. So, like, why wouldn't we want to just get in a position where we manifest the things that we actually desire, where we manifest things that actually serve us and give us a life of abundance, and not this life that like we have manifested but we don't even know how or why we did. Well, a lot of it has to do with the subconscious beliefs that we have adopted over the course of our life. So if you want to go through that podcast series, it is called Uncover and Align, and I will put the link here in the description so that you can purchase it if you want to. um, it's only $22 as of right now, and it is 5 episodes. So you go through the episodes, and every single episode comes with like homework that you can start to work on and do. So you can easily go through this like 5, if you're someone who likes to binge content really quickly, you can do that, and still be able to like start applying the different things that I tell you to start doing. Or if you want to do it like as like 5 days throughout the whole week, that would be perfect too, because then you have something to focus on every single day. So if you want to check that out, I will be sure to link it below, and I'll make sure to link my website, if you do want to check out some of the other stuff that I offer on there. But thank you so much for watching. I'm super excited. I feel like I've jumped into YouTube a few times and then kind of like felt like I had some realignment myself to do. And now I feel like really aligned with what I'm meant to be teaching. So I think I'm going to be back here more on YouTube teaching these things. So if this is what you are focused on, if you are focused on your inner healing journey, self growth, self love, reconnecting back to you, and really figuring out your purpose and like what you're meant to be doing. I think a lot of us have experienced this whole just like questioning life. Like, is this really all life is? Like, is this really what I'm going to be doing my entire life? Like, it feels kind of unfulfilling. If you've had that realization, you are definitely in the right place, because I had that about 5 years ago and feel like I was kind of like looking everywhere to try to figure out what the heck I was supposed to be doing and what I was meant to be doing. Like, I knew in my soul that there was like I was meant for something more than what I was like the path that I was currently on. And maybe you've felt that too, where you just know that like you're meant for more. Like there's a reason you're here and you just really want to figure it out. Then this page is definitely for you, because I was in that like 5 years ago and had to navigate that and had to work through a lot of things to get to really being fully aligned and feeling fully aligned, mind, body, and soul. I'm telling you, once you get to that place, like you become so unstoppable. You become like just a version of you that you knew was always within you, but you didn't know how to unlock. That that is what I teach women now to do. So if that is your vibe, make sure you subscribe. If you found this video helpful, go ahead and give it a like, give me a comment, your feedback or what you thought. I am excited to be showing up more on this page, and I can't wait to connect with you. So thanks.